Hello, I'm just going to do a quick review on some of the tools I've got. So this is a Topdon Jump Surge JS1200. This is what I normally use if I've got to jump a vehicle. It's rated, they say like a 4-litre diesel or a 6-litre petrol. I've used it on the 3-litre V6 Scimitar. Turn that over, no stress. And in this Crafter, this is a 2.5 turbo diesel as well. So it jumped this over on a full charge. This was fully charged. The battery's been flat as anything. I used the Crafter the other day. 4 times I had to jump it. So obviously, because I jumped it and did a short distance, obviously people have this misconception: if your battery's flat, you can just jump your car and drive it and it'll charge it. Yeah, that's true to a certain aspect. But the Craft had been sat for 5 months, completely drained. The battery had been, so there was no way of getting charge back in there. So, yeah, this Topdon. So I bought this off eBay. They're sitting there online now about £60 to £65. I paid £30 brand new for this. I think there was a listing error at the time. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, buy it now. I think the person thought it was a different product than what it was, whoever listed it on eBay. But they sent it through in the post, and I've been using this now for about 12 months. Spec wise, 10,000 milliamp hour, so it just serves you with 10 amp, and yeah, it just helps crank it right over. It's a super simple setup. You'll see a lot like this now that are just replacing the old-fashioned lead carry handle ones. There is cheaper brands out there, but Topdon seem to be pretty good, to be honest. It's effectively a rip-off or a knockoff of a Noco. A Noco of this equivalent would fetch you back about £100. So I'll just show you what we've got on it. So to charge it, you've got a Type-C charger, just as conventional phone charger. I just put this on overnight and it will charge up, blinking here like that. And then on here you've got your lead type, which is for your boost. You put it on your terminals, you plug that in the top of there, and on the sides of it it'll tell you the polarity and if it's correctly done, and then you just click the boost button, wait 30 seconds and then crank the vehicle, and it normally just flies the vehicle engine over. You just press the power button once and it'll just give you what it's got. So obviously I was using this yesterday, so it'll need fully charging again. But also it's a power bank, so we use this if we go camping. We fully charge it, and you've got a standard USB and the USB is that Type 3 or something, so I think that's got a bit more amps. It does state on the back USB output 1, 2 amps, and then the other one is a 3 amp. But yeah, I really recommend these. It's also got a little torch in there if you need to. You can just hold the button on, and a little torch will come in. I think if you press it, it's good if you're broken down somewhere. It'd be good if there was a lens type that you could put on there, like you could slide a red lens across or something like that, if you wanted to leave it as a hazard. But yeah, I really recommend the Topdon setups. I thought I'd do a quick review on that. I did have this is an AGM battery that I'm just got in the Crafter, because this is going to be a camper van, so a nice big AGM battery up front, and there's a big leisure battery at the back. The leisure battery split charge setup isn't set up yet. Obviously this has gone dead. With this being dead, I bought the Topdon Tornado1200, mainly because I was so impressed with the Topdon jumppack. This set me back about 20 quid. It's okay. I've only used it once, and that's for this, because this is an AGM battery, like my old conventional charger. Before that one, I had a big red steel charger setup, the old-fashioned ones. and that ended up breaking. So I had from there the Maypole MP7423, which is a very similar one to this. I really like them Maypole ones, but I thought I'd give Topdon a go for this. The only thing is this is actually only a 1 amp charge. This is like a maintenance charger, which I'm impressed with. Yeah, it's just 1 amp, but it will do normal batteries, AGM batteries, normal 6 volt and 12 volt lithium, which I haven't come across a 12 volt lithium on a vehicle yet. But this has been on now charging since yesterday, so this has been on for like 12-14 hours with only a 1 amp charge. But the thing is I'm just going to keep leaving it on, just leave it on here until it's built up to 100%. I prefer to do a really slow charge on this AGM. Obviously that old conventional style one will only do a sealed lead acid, and a standard lead acid, it won't do anything to do with AGM, like stop start. But yeah, I recommend this if your vehicle's a small one. The only problem I had with this was when I put it on, the battery is so flat, it does say it brings back. Well, it's not a dead battery. It tested okay. It just tested extremely low. But this says this would bring back this type of battery. It wasn't. I had to leave the jump pack on it with no connections, so it could balance the power from this and put power into the battery to bring it up so that this could recognise it. You can't put that on it at all. I put that on for 5 minutes or so just to try and get some voltage in there and bring the battery back to life. But yeah, just thought I'd make a quick review. Recommend them 1200 Topdons. I recommend these. This is by far one of the best little jump. I've had a few of these, the cheaper ones. I had big ones before, and this is definitely worth it because we use it as a power bank when we go places as well. So yeah, just thought I'd give you a quick lowdown on the jumper pack and the charger I've got. And do you know what? This Topdon company, really good. I had also an OBD reader on these guys. I was really impressed with it, but I did send it back, mainly because you had to pay for like certain subscriptions on certain parts of the vehicle, which is annoying because like if you wanted to have a DPF regeneration, you'd have to pay so much for that, and then you'd have to pay for the subscription of this and that. And yeah, okay, I get it, but I ended up just changing the whole system. I just sent that back. I was like, I can't be bothered with that. I want the full shebang. So I got a Delphi kit for that, which is on the laptop. I very rarely use it, to be honest, because the majority of things I work on now, I do it for myself. So I'm not a mechanic or anything. I'm all trained in it, but look after. I've got one engine management light on, which is brake pad wear sensor, which it's just because it's not plugged in. It's because the wires broke on it. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you a quick lowdown on this Topdon setup, or this JS1200 jump starter. Really recommend this. They do bigger ones all the way up, but this one is it's got me out of trouble plenty of times. And this Topdon Tornado1200 as well. Anything by the Topdon lads, I'm pretty impressed with, because it's really reasonably priced and it's really good quality. Effectively, it's just clones of all the Noco gear. The Noco stuff's great, but it's extremely expensive, and we've had a Noco charger in the past which is probably a bit like this but twice the length, and it said it did everything, like this regenerator. The instruction manual was just so complicated and vast. It just literally sits in my dad's workshop. Like it gets used, but the instruction manual is so big on it. This is just very straightforward, basic. So this is why I kind of like this bit of kit. But yeah, I thought I'd give you a little lowdown on the old Topdon Jump Surge JS1200. Certainly recommend one if someone's looking at the Topdon gear. There wasn't much stuff on the YouTube reviews in regards to the actual setups and the systems that they've got. They've got just generic commercial style video reviews. But this is a first-hand review of owning this. The only thing is the flap here there was a proper flap there. It snapped off. That's just wear and tear. But you can put your fingers across the terminals there. It's okay unless it's turned on, kind of thing. But yeah, oh, there is also this on the side, which states DC out 14 to 16 volt. It didn't come with a lead for anything to do with that. I don't know what that's for, so that just sits closed like that. Someone will be able to just say, oh, it's for so-and-so, but I have no use for that. Input, charge it on a standard phone charger, leave it on overnight, and boom, 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 and then that. So, but like the quality of the actual snips and stuff are just really good, and I think you've got like 8 gauge wiring as well on it as well. It's a proper nice little bit of kit, so I definitely recommend that. Very impressed with that. And first day using this charger, yeah, very slow charge, but like I say, it's 1 amp and it's nice and slow, and hopefully brings that battery back to life. I mean, it's quite warm, but yep, I just thought I'd give you a quick lowdown. Okay, take care.